Hello, friends. I was so excited to do this video. I didn't practice. I just thought I'm just going to give my all. And I went to listen to it and I'm like, oh, I didn't hit the sound. I didn't hit this light on my microphone. Yay me, right? And so I listened to it. I did video number 2 and the microphone's cutting. So I put new batteries in. I did video number 3, microphone's still cutting. This is video number 4. We'll see how it goes. We're not giving up. Here we go. Chapter number 12, making yourself a priority. This week when I was talking and working with a client, she was telling me how she knows what she should be doing, but it's so hard. And I'm not always doing what's best for me. And so I asked her why. Why not? And she thought for a moment and she's like, because I'm not making myself a priority. And I was like, ding, 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 that's a video. Making yourself a priority is huge. It's what's made my life better, and it can help you in creating the version of you that you want. All right. So what are your top 3 priorities? And what would it look like if you were number 1? And then when you're aware of that, start looking at, like, are all the things that you're choosing to do, are they in alignment with your priorities? Okay, so that's just something to start being aware of. And what does it look like even to put yourself as number 1? So let me tell you what I've learned in the past year as far as what that means to have myself as a priority. That means I am saying yes to myself and no to things that don't matter. That means I'm looking at my schedule, and when somebody asks me to do something, I need to check in first before I say yes, because the old me was people pleasing, trying to all the time, saying yes to all these things I didn't even have time for, and I didn't even want to do. Okay, so now I'm learning to check in. Wait, why am I saying yes? And is this a win-win? Is this helping me? Sure, I want to do things for other people. And I do that. But I want to make sure that it's a yes. I want to make sure I have the energy and the time to do that. Okay. So I'm just learning to check in with myself before I say yes. Also, I'm learning that people pleasing doesn't help. People pleasing is lying, because it's us trying to control other people so that they will like us. And it's learning that, what if I'm just being my best self and people can have their opinion of me, and that's okay. Okay. And also, I'm learning to set up an appointment with myself. So that's on the schedule. That's where my exercise, meditation, that type of stuff is. So then I'm not overbooking myself. That's my time for myself. That's what helps fill my bucket and to help me have the best day possible. So I've set that time on my schedule. It's an appointment with myself. And I've learned through repetitive failures of how to show up for myself. It's like you setting a date with your friends to go for lunch, you show up. You show up for work, you show up for your family, you show up for lots of things. What are you doing to show up for yourself? Okay, put yourself on your calendar. Schedule yourself and show up. All righty. Drop your expectations. What if you just have intents? What if your intent is to do the best you can each day? What if you've made that time on your schedule and you've planned for your next day and you just do the best you can? And that's all you can do. It's not beating yourself up when things don't go as planned with recording videos. It's not beating yourself up when you're stressed at work. It's learning that food doesn't make you feel better. People outside of you don't make you feel better. Projects don't make you feel better. Learning to get your own back is you learning that you can feel better because of what you're telling yourself, because your self-talk is more positive, because you're working through your emotions, because you're turning to you as a source of strength to feel better. Okay, that's what it looks like to me to put myself as a priority. It's doing my mind work. It's writing about my future self. It's working through my frustrations. It's noticing when I'm feeling a certain way and what can I do. It's sometimes being on autopilot and being my old self for a few minutes and loving myself anyway. It's not beating myself up. It's, again, setting the appointments for myself, showing up, doing the best I can. Okay. So you got this. You can totally figure out how to make yourself a priority. Make time for yourself. The more you take care of you, the more you have to give the world. And when you take care of yourself, everything else falls into place. It just does. Your relationships will be better with food, family, friends, etc. Like I said, I tried so hard for so many years. I was trying to control other people so that I would feel better. And I've learned that doesn't work. Okay, the only person I can control is me. And so it's practice, 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 believing in myself. And that all comes from my thoughts and that vision of my future self and working towards her and forgiving myself and moving on one step at a time. Okay, this is so powerful when we learn that we can love ourselves and we've got our own back. Make yourself a priority, my friends.